News to you, Elijah Poe. He is the new sports editor at the Clinton Herald. Let's find out a little bit about you, young man. I understand you just graduated.
Yes, sir, I did. I just graduated from Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana. David Letterman went there. People call it the Harvard of Muncie. But graduated with a journalism degree there just May 2nd and started work at the Clinton Herald here on May 18th.
You grew up near Indianapolis, Indiana?
Yep, I grew up in Greenwood, so it's a suburb of Indianapolis. Really close, and grew up a Indianapolis Colts fan, Pacers fan, all that good stuff, and really do love the city of Indianapolis, but I'm really loving my time in Clinton here for the past 3 weeks.
Well, I saw your article the other day about the Indy 500.
Yeah, well, it's I think everybody should go at least once. I mean, just to see 400,000 people at one place, it's a little mind-boggling. And the racing, as a race fan, it's just the best. It's something that I tell people it's a really, really long day, but it's also one of the best days you can ever have, really.
I cannot imagine seeing a vehicle going well over 200 miles an hour. What does that look like?
Well, it doesn't look like much, honestly, because they're going so fast. But the track is so big. It really just looks like they're just gliding on top of the track surface. It's incredible what they do. I can't believe those drivers, strap themselves to pretty much a rocket that's on the ground and go around at 230 miles an hour. It's pretty incredible.
Again, visiting with Elijah Poe, sports editor. So what led you toward the career that you are just beginning?
So I actually picked up journalism in high school, at Greenwood High School. I did newspaper my sophomore, junior, and senior year. I worked as a sports editor sophomore, junior year, and realized that was something I wanted to do, and applied to Ball State. I know they have a pretty great journalism school, and was able to work in some newspapers at the Ball State Daily News, and worked in some local papers covering high school sports and local sports, and really just love talking to people and telling people stories, because there's a lot of stories in a lot of communities that don't get told, and I think telling those stories is what's really important.
Did you get to do any broadcasting at all, part of the journalism program?
I did not do any broadcasting. I did a little bit of podcasting, but never have done broadcasting. But Ball State is known for their broadcasting school, that's for sure.
So how'd you find out about this position at the Herald?
It was actually Chris who reached out to me, the editor. He emailed me, I think it was in January or December, and we just went back and forth. It's a CNHI company paper, which I worked for them. They own the Herald Bulletin out in Anderson, Indiana. So I think my resume maybe got passed through there, and was in contact with Chris and came out here and visited and ended up loving it.
I would think, I'm born and raised in Clinton, Iowa, so I know the area. But you coming from near Indianapolis, here on the river, you got Iowa, Illinois. Here in Iowa, we play baseball and softball in the summer, all the various sports, the various schools. How are you going to acclimate yourself to all of this?
Well, it's been. I told people these past couple of weeks, it's kind of been organized chaos, but it's been really fun. Just getting used to even summer baseball. I think that's such a great opportunity for these schools to not only bring these seniors in after they graduated, but you have eighth graders who are coming up as technically freshmen. But I think just the area itself, it's just been so beautiful to be on the river. It's a very different landscape that I'm used to, and it's just very, very scenic, very, very hilly too. I love it.
Now, we were just visiting the other day. You get started and you got to put together the Chappie Awards. That has got to be quite a challenge.
It is quite the undertaking. Luckily, Bound might be the best website for every sports fan in America, especially in Iowa. I mean, my goodness, you can get so many stats, so many names. So it's been a really, really helpful asset, but really looking forward to the Chappies as well, as fostering a community and having so many people out at one specific event is such a great opportunity for everybody to kind of recognize these athletes and the community they come from.
You did have that article on the Indy 500. Of course, primarily you're going to be covering the different sports and the athletes. But do you like to editorialize every once in a while, come up with something?
I guess, what do you mean?
Like a story, just, write a story.
Every once in a while, yeah, I'll do maybe a column or an opinion piece for sure.
Yeah, like a commentary, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely have some of those coming out. I'm sure there'll be something with Iowa sports somewhere where I'll have something to comment on, or maybe a community team does really well, or maybe somebody gets snubbed for a state tournament. So there'll definitely be some commentary on sports for sure.
All righty. So, again, just getting started. Great to have you in. Looking forward to working alongside you. Now, coming in the fall and winter, I do a coaches show Wednesday at Rastrelli's. And during the football season, the other sports editors would always stop in. They would get the opportunity because all the coaches would be there, and then they could put something together for the Thursday paper to preview the games on Friday. So you have an open invitation on Wednesday evenings to come up to Rastrelli's, talk to the coaches. We have pizza, we have pasta, we can feed you. Because I would imagine you're on your own right now. Have you found an apartment or anything like that?
Yes, I have got a living situation figured out by the casinos for the Valley Bluffs. They're very nice, very nice.
All right, very good. If people would like to find out more about you and the Clinton Herald, how can they best do that, Elijah?
Well, the best way to reach me through social media, I use X at Elijah Poe 4 for pretty much everything. If I'm either at a game, I'll be live tweeting stats or updates, so people can find me there. And I do a lot of videos and stuff, and you can also find me on the ClintonHerald.com.
All right, very good. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Hi, it's Bill Quinn, and every weekend I'm extremely happy to bring you the Bill Quinn Radio Hour ×2. The show is filled with music from the Great American Songbook, along with fun, facts, and features. But instead of me trying to tell you what the show is about, how about I drop the needle on this?
Brown paper packages tied up with strings.